Cheers, mate. Private eyes, they're watching you. So, is it Hall and Oates, Daryl Hall and John Oates or whatever? Or flip it, I'm not sure. Anyway, Private Eyes. Go in my post tab, it's there. And I did put Highly Suspect in there. My Name is Human, both videos. So check that out. So what I was getting with this private eye, I mean, there literally could be somebody, how do they want me to do that? Watching you, right? Privately in the confines of their own home. Get your hand off that, Peter. Get your Peter beaters off that, Peter. Somebody's name could be Peter. But private eyes, they're watching you. It could literally be a private eye, a private investigator, a PI. I know, fucked up teeth, whatever. Spyglass, right? Private eyes are watching you. But as I went to press record on here, oh fucking shit, hang on. I was getting, people can remote view you. They can also astral travel to you. They could be hanging up, floating around, but you would feel that energy. But do you care? Because, you're transparent. So people that don't live their lives transparent, those that have secrets and things to hide, they care. They care about the government. They care about people watching them. I don't give a fuck who watches me. Do whatever. And then, you see me pick my nose? Make weird faces and dance around and do weird shit? Okay. Yeah. Do I want people to see that? No. Would I be mortified if it was sent out? Yeah, but humans. Psh, psh, psh. I love you. I just thought I'd come on here because, private eyes are watching you. I was starting to listen to that song before I came on here, so I really need to finish it, I think, because I would like to see, what the lyrics say. There's always a message. Even the song, it could be just the title. It could be just one verse in a song. Not the whole song always relates to everything. Sometimes. But usually it's just parts, right? Bits and pieces. I feel like my hair's shorter. My hair's almost down to my butt now. But it's all scraggly. I don't know. Why are we shifting to the hair? But anyway, man, the sun's beautiful. So I just saw something from Stefan Burns. It's Stefan, Stefan. He's a geophysicist. And, we're going to have a blood moon and a lunar eclipse on the 3rd, March 3rd. And it's going to be over Hawaii. And, we've got all these eruptions happening. Fuck. Here we go. Might as well be happy every day because in an instant, this whole world can rumble and quake and shake and break open and if big volcanoes go off, it will block out the sun. If it blocks out the sun, we will freeze. First of all, we'll freeze and we won't be able to grow anything. So there's that. You ever think about the small freeze? Everyone's so worried about global warming, but no one's thinking about, the mini freeze we're going to go through. Those of us who are left, right? Oh, yeah. as the ground, as the earth opens up and fire shoots out of it. Flames, magma, hot magma. I don't know. Probably within the next couple of years, I would imagine. I don't know. I was just talking to my daughter and I was telling her, I don't really see my future. It doesn't mean I don't have one. I just don't really see one. I don't see me with anyone. I just really don't see my future. I don't see me much older than I am now. It doesn't mean I'm not going to be here, or maybe it does. And it's not because I'm going to take myself out, because that's not the case. I couldn't if I wanted to. I couldn't if I wanted to. They won't allow it. See, when you're an instrument and you're here for a reason, no matter what the attempts, yourself or anyone else, you are not going to leave this planet or transition until the Almighty, Father, says so. My belief. Everyone has their own beliefs. Touche. And that's what makes the world go round. I love that part. I love that we all have our own opinions and, or life would be really fucking boring, wouldn't it? Not really, because I sit here by myself. But I'm never by myself. I mean, I have spirit that's always talking to me. I have my videos I shoot. This is what I love. This is what I love. This is why I'm hot. And this is why I'm not. So all this music's coming through, but. So girl, you ought to know. Private eyes, they're watching you. The soul, the spirit, the human that you are, and what you're here to do. All these people have to do conjurings and all these spells and all these rituals, or however they do their shit, when you are just magic to begin with. But you don't use your superpowers, your gifts bestowed upon you. You don't, no matter what they do. And do you know what strength? I want you to know that I see you, because it takes extreme, I don't know what, grace, strength, whatever, person, human, soul, spirit that you are, to not retaliate. They're showing me, like when Jesus was taken in, what he could have done. Instead of being nailed to a cross, speared, whipped, beaten, crown of thorns, all of that shit. With the power that he possessed, that was bestowed upon him, because he was Father walking around in a human amongst all of us, and did nothing except accept his fate for a reason. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. You could retaliate. You could stop all of that. You could do all that. But you don't. You take your licks, you take your BEATINGS, right? And there was a noise. It's confirmation. And you keep on ticking, and you keep on going, like the Energizer Bunny. There's no fucking stopping you. They cannot break your human. They've tried. Or your spirit. Because you're like Gumby. Bendable. You know who Gumby is? Pokey and Gumby? Okay, you'd have to be a Generation Xer to know that. Well, you'd have to be born in the 60s and early 70s to know some shit about Gumby. Yeah. You're Gumby. Namaste. Peace. But there will come a time when what you possess, what's been bestowed upon you, when what's your gifts, there's going to come a time, because you have them for a reason. And even if it's just to show people that, whatever, anyway, even if it's just to be a walking instrument, a testament of the Father. And I got a notification from Facebook from a gentleman, Danny Ziegler, who has a thing called Rethinking Jesus. Oh, the studying and all the things, and his view on Jesus is phenomenal. So please, if you get a chance, Rethinking Jesus, you need to check that out. Danny Ziegler. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, I love you guys. Gumbies, bendable, forever bendable, non-breakable. And they'll show me that Stretch Armstrong or Stretch something that would stretch. That's another thing when my kids were little, I think, possibly. It could have been my brother, though, that had one. So yeah, my brother died at the age of 37. My mom just turned 52. She was murdered, so that's different. Or she, could have lived longer, but she was brutally murdered. And then Mike passed away at 54. Here I am, going to be 57 this year. Right now I'm 56. Why? I don't know, but every day seems to get better. Every day seems to get better. Where before I thought I was just here and it was just fate and all these bad things were going to happen and I was going to have to live through this and live through that. And, and I'm an empath, or I don't even really know what all that means because I don't research that, because I don't fucking care what they say. But coming into my own, just like you. All my exes, they don't live in Texas. But thank God for Texas. I just want to give a shout out to Texas because of Texas, they're going to have to change things with our food, not for human consumption. Most of our food is not for human consumption. Did you know that? But they're going to have to label that. Go Texas! Namaste. Peace.